If Blind saw you doing this, he would rant about how you should do everything in your power to make them happy before expulsion. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. We've been in this point multiple times. Like, what I'm doing is like, I'm so very much about doing this proactively. I've got the things to make them happy. These guys are getting dragged down by the one negative dude I can't get rid of. We've been in this before where if they, especially if they get to red, I've never been able to get them out. We've treated these people like palatial kings. We have given them everything they ever want and they never come out of it. Those 3 reds, the yellows might be able to be saved. So yeah, I shouldn't have probably kicked them out. But those yellows are going to be fueled and fueling the reds. The 3 reds are going to drag us down. What's going to happen is I'm waiting for the 3 reds to kill themselves. The only reason why I'm not expelling them is they're named dwarves. Oh, did someone off himself? Okay. I was like, what? Alright, put that up there. Alright, I see the redemptions. Like I said, hopefully they can get it butchered. I want the llamas to take priority. And the water buffalo. I need... Hello? Must have been temperature knock. Statue of a dwarf in a cavey. My dwarf is holding the cavey for the tavern. All right, I can do this. Masons, statue, details, image, new image of my dwarf, Dragoman, historical figure. Dragoman, creature. We love cavies and a cavey. Action or relationship is being held by. Is that even a thing? There's embracing. There is raising. I don't know if that's like raising like a kid or raising up. We could try raising. I feel like that's kind of what we're going for. I'm gonna say is raising. We're gonna do this Simba style. Dragoman is raising the KV. Yeah. Done. Escape. Escape. There we go. Because like I said, we've got the good shit. Like the dwarves who are green right now, like all the way to the right green, they're not coming down. They're up there, we're good. The yellows can, I think, be fixed, but it'd be difficult, and I don't have the setup right now to do that. The reds, they're gone. I'm sorry, but they're never coming back. There is probably ways to do it, but with having more than one, no, they're gone. It is not within my repertoire to pull them from the brink of insanity. Brian said that we have cut down more trees. We need 5 floors of this. Luckily, it gets a little smaller each time, so it's easier to do. Now my script recognizes that Chulu's here. Only the finest Dwarven movies. What would be a Dwarven version of Lion King anyways? The Under King? The Adventures of the Elven Cat? I don't know what that would end up being called. Oh yeah, that's right, we have our locked up vampire. Forgot about him. Aren't you a bookkeeper? You are. What it is we need the... What's the name of the person who does the broker? That's right in front of me. A tree king. Now Grogren's grieving, of course he is. Boom. So they're building that. This is going to take a bit to fix. We can already get some more of the walls built, though. Thank you. For instance, what is this that he is needing? Let's say I try to save a named dwarf. We'll go with Grogren. Grogren, what is your issue? Not using a goblet, cup, or mug. Unable to pray. We have a church, so I don't know why he's unable to pray. Lack of decent meals. Kind of give you that one. Unable to pray. He's literally bitching that there's not a temple when there is. And that he's drinking without a mug, which he shouldn't be doing. There's plenty of mugs. 57 mugs. I will up this to 100 mugs. And we will make more. Really shouldn't be having an issue, though. Where's the carpenter's workshop? Actually, we'll use the mason. Oh, he's still doing the rock statue. Hurry up. You the carpenters? No, you're a refuse. Where the hell did I put the carpenter? Have I or have I not built a carpenter shop in the middle of this multiple times? What are you doing? Build, workshop, carpenter. Craft source, carpenter. I thought I've done that multiple times. Are you supposed to be wood? I'm getting rid of you. We're never rocking that much wood at once anyways. Are you also wood? You are. Are you also wood? You are. I'm going to start getting rid of a bunch of these because we need to start also converting area over here. Like we need a bigger and or more proper tavern, which we do not have. Perhaps that'll fix our issues. We also need to move the dwarves in for a better non-dormitory dormitory. Now the downstairs is, ooh. Thank you for following, AJ797. I don't think anyone's stealing mugs. They better not be.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. And if you did not know, type in the dwarf command as referenced in the title of today's stream, and I can name one of the dwarves after you. That way we can complain about why are you not doing your work. Or we can all celebrate when you make a fantastic artifact mini forge, because I'm never allowed to get anything good. All right, if we're doing this at the stone layer right now, that's 144 right there. 12 by 12 is 144. You should not need more than that for beds. Tops. If I do the same on the other side, we can use that for a dining room. This is very much just a getting stuff done. Let's be clear about this. This is very much just a getting stuff done setup. This is not at all a nice setup. I don't have too much thought for the design of it. As a matter of fact, I should make the halls wider. So I will trim off edge from the left and the right and add it to, or bottom to the left and add it to the top and the right. Put you down. And then the halls can be 4 by 4 plenty of space for people to go dwarfing in. This is also Shitty Gamer. Oh, got you. I know you. How are you doing, Shitty Gamer? Shitty Gamer is a, we'll say companion of mine from the military. Oh, it's down below. Like, something looks wrong. This wasn't done all the way out. There you go. We will connect these at the edges and pray that we do not hit a cavern. That's a lot to do for now. We'll start trying to get people moved below ground, not for permanent sake, but just to get them out of the way and or safe and not in the middle of the fucking map. Get the Pam to hang out with you? No, he is not an empirical companion. Though to be fair, technically he was paid to hang out with me in that the military paid both of us to hang out in the same geographical location as each other. Oh. And before we hit an extreme, yeah, exactly. We're gonna hit a cavern. That's happening. We do not have the good enough luck to not be slamming into the cavern. I believe the cavern's only over there, so we should be good. We're gonna hit the cavern like right. Oh my god, we were right at the edge. We can't go down further. I didn't realize that's how close I was. That was like exacto math that I accidentally pulled off. You cannot mine in this layer. Holy shit. I did that so exact. The Tomb of Doom. As long as that sound is just people sparring and not fighting, I'm fine. Now, I said 100 to be only at 57 somehow. Are you the carpenter? You're the carpenter. It's not even a carpenter, it's a craft store shop. Why did I build a carpenter? Build workshop craft. It's a craft store shop that makes the mugs. Well, actually, who cares? I mean, we'll still need to do a craft store shop anyways, but we don't have to worry about making it out of wood. We're about to have a ton of stone from down here, so we'll just use this. AJ797. Getting. That was the wrong one. As nickname. Dwarf number 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You are going to be in the Weaver's Guild. You are a shearer. You are super skilled at cutting wool off of sheep. Huzzah. Huzzah indeed shall you be. The Sheerinator. And that means you're already in the Weaver's Guild. AJ797. What did I just do? Try that again. I was on the wrong screen, so when I hit enter, here we go. AJ797, you have no family and no one close to you. You pray to one god, a knoll, a male dwarf associated with fire, volcanoes, earth, and mountains. You have 3 friends who are all unnamed dwarves that we barely know. And you have one close friend who works with wax. AJ797 recently thought, I feel so good due to being drunk. She is clumsy and very quick to tire, AJ 797 likes obsidian, bismuth bronze, red grossular, desert lime wood, amber pigtail fabric, the color jade. Flask guinea fowls for their social nature, gray lagour men for their social nature, the whirs of the oracular focus, and the sound of the meandering wisp. When possible, she prefers to consume cavefish and buckwheat beer, though she absolutely detests leeches. She has a great sense of empathy, a great affinity for language, great creativity, and a great deal of patience, but she has meager ability with social relationships, poor focus, and a meager kinesthetic sense. She dreams of creating a great work of art someday. Clothes for everyone. You get clothing, and you get clothing, but not you. Yeah, fugly bitch, you get to be naked. All right,
When I'm holding this, I feel unstoppable.
Good. Fantastic. I always wanted him to grow attached to a bronze spear. I was just saying to myself the other day, please let this dwarf grow attached to a bronze spear. Ginger Sarge, the Mine King, has bestowed the name Akir Ramtak upon a bronze spear. And of course, as everyone knows, Akir Ramtak means the reward of execution. Worth 450 dwarf bucks, this is an exceptional bronze spear. The reward of execution is a spear. You mean the executioner's reward? It is a pretty cool name. Just kind of weird. And all those people are drowsy and dehydrated, and I kind of don't care. What I want to do is clear these stones out of here. So as stupid as it sounds, I'm going to create a stone stockpile up here for now. That way we can have our idlers bring the stone up out of the way. Perhaps I can use the craft dwarf shop up here to make mugs out of them. Build workshop craft. I'll even build one closer, right around there. That'll get us handled. This is still needing to be brought up. Seriously, we're all gonna die of old age by the time this Mott and Bailey system gets completed. All right, bring you up. That is already floored, and we'll just have to wait on that. How are we going up here? Plenty of holes for walls now. And then more floor. Because everyone's always wanting floor. More floor makes the world go round. Levels and levels and levels of this.
Hi.
Just after the boisterous music. Da-da-da-da. Hi. Hello, Sandhills Bell. Thank you for subscribing. The reward of how are you doing, Sandhills Bell? The reward of execution is sweet, sweet sleep. Not in the year 2020. No one is allowed to sleep in the year 2020. You have more work to do. The year is not done punishing you. Get the fuck back up and get out there. I don't know who told you that death was gonna give you a sweet release, but that ain't happening today. I'm great, you. I am doing fine. I don't have too much good or bad to say other than, you know, just complaining about Twitch and Microsoft screwing things up. This year has had bad RNG, yes. This was the year to strategize your way through it. I've come through it pretty well, I'm not going to lie. Just rather stressed, we'll say. It's almost like being stuck in a holding pattern. Back, what have I missed? We all died, and then the elves made peace with us. But first, we had to do an arcane ritual to turn all the elves into the evil tree folk we know they are. That's about it. No. We're digging out rooms down below for the tavern, temple, non-dormitory, dormitory, and I have a fourth room just for balancing's sake. We cut it so close that I didn't even notice we can't mine any further down. So we got the room exactly to the size it's going to be. RNG now is the devs trying to balance patch us. I'm telling you, it drives me bonkers. We might as well have our engravers, artists, start smoothing now. Now, I have not turned in your... I forgot the timer. Dwarven child is starving. Well, the dwarven child's gonna have to starve. There's not much I can do about it. What was I saying? I believe we've completed your statue. I just can't build it yet. Not sure where I want to put it. We have to make the furniture for this crap. I see we still haven't killed the llamas. But I do see that I think we've stopped caring about the llamas. So I'm gonna get rid of that butcher command. Maybe we got rid of the dude who was causing the issue with the llamas? Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do right now. As soon as I figure out what I'm gonna do for the layout for the new tavern, I'll put the statue down. We're in a game of Plague Inc. Have you seen their other game? I mean, yes, everything we're doing now is definitely Plague Inc. But they have another game that I've not played recently, but I played a bit when it came out. I thought that was pretty fun too. It was about you being military agents putting down insurgents / terrorists. Ta-da! The sad thing is, that wasn't one of the 7 people who were morose. So that's fun. Do we have coffins still? I don't want people getting depressed as they walk past a dead baby over and over again. We have 1 coffin. We have 1 coffin. Carpenter. Gonna make more caskets for us while I'm here. Dwarf is going to make rock mugs. Each one is 3. So this is 30. We already had like 50, 47, so that's not gonna be enough to bring us to 100, but it's a start. Whereas the mason, start making tables. Now this appears to all be rotten, which means we weren't using the food. So they're just not getting around to it. Fantastic. It's kind of pointless to butcher the animals other than to kill them. Why aren't we even hauling to compress this down? Someone should be doing that. 2 floors got suspended again. Huzzah. My favorite. But this area is looking a damn sight better. Now all that's left of this floor is this little section over here. That's how you can, you know, we'll use it to show the progress of the base over time. Like, look, this is what our base used to amount to, and this is what we are now. At least the drink started going back up again. Oh, that's right. We also have gyms down there. PE. We need a gym pile. Just because. They're still sparring. They've been sparring, like, they're all legendary, right? I think I remember that from last time. Except maybe the new ones. Probably help if I was in military, huh? Yeah. New one being Ghostword. He is only level 7 at Spear Dwarf, and he is only level 8 at Discipline, and he is only level 9 at Fighting. At least they're all building up Dodging, which is good, and they are slowly building up Wrestler, which is even better. Because that's the thing I don't want to have, is someone to get grabbed and have their like neck snapped just because they didn't have any wrestling skills. Another dead dwarf. Again, unfortunately, he wasn't one of the sad ones. He just got crippled in a fight with him. So overall, the base is not better off. But we can stop hearing him screaming outside the base, demanding help. Dwarf is in the military? Yeah, you're in the military. Did you not want to be in the military? I thought this was known. Dragoman, you are a legendary axe dwarf, legendary in discipline, legendary in fighter, and you're approaching legendary in wrestler. Though you do have a massive penalty to recuperation. You're very slow to heal. Eldritch, welcome to the stream, and that doesn't work. As part of our conversation from earlier, Twitch has decided to ruin all emotes. So now, right now, emotes are client side only. Only you can see your emotes. Everyone else just sees the word. So as your cute emotes that we all know and love, I can't see right now. All we see is you saying Rusip. Unless it's one of Twitch's specific built-in just generic Twitch emotes, it's not loading them for other people right now. So, yay. Did that get DMCA too? I don't even understand what Twitch's issue is right now. Why is my Kappa golden? It's not for me, sorry. I only show you with a regular Kappa. Yeah, I just show you with a regular one. We're all stuck. It's normal to me, yeah. Hold on, now I want to test it. Yeah, it's golden to the person who posts it. What? That's what happened. No, I'm willing to bet. With this new influx of information, I am putting $20 on red. Let it ride. They tried to do something with Kappa so that client side it renders gold, but regular it doesn't. But they implemented it wrong, and they applied this to all emotes. And if it's not Kappa, or if it's not like however the code is for the shiny Kappa thing, regular emotes that aren't Twitch aren't responding well to the code, so it doesn't know what to show, so it's not showing it. I'm willing to bet all the emotes are fragged because of Golden Kappa. Whatever that is, I'm willing to bet that's why all the emotes are fragged. Because they had to put in a program for that to show differently, or to try to make Kappa show differently, and they fucked it up. That's what I'm wondering. Because why is there two versions of a Kappa? They try to do something with Kappa, and they messed it up. And that's why only the generic ones work, because Twitch has special code on the back end for their emotes, but not ours. That's gotta be it. I don't even know what the hell the Golden Kappa thing is, but that's gotta be it. Just make it a different emote, for fuck's sake. Because I've only ever seen regulars, so they did something weird for it to be gold. But that would mean extra work. Why make it working when I could just destroy everything? Idiot. Boom, crisis averted. All right, so give me, I'm gonna let this continue. Actually, I'm not, but I am, is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna trigger a save. I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick. I'm gonna use a bathroom real quick. I shall be back. I've been drinking the water, and now the water wishes to leave me.
It's your fault. You'll pay for this. You'll pay. I feel, but you'll pay.
Why have we gone berserk? I heard him complaining. Who is Domas? And why is he berserk? I left you guys alone for like 2 minutes tops. You let a man go crazy. I was about to say, what is he gonna do? Get into a fight with our military dwarves? He's dead. Who cares? If it ain't broke, break it. I don't know what is this year. I mean, the past couple of years for that particular issue, but this year in particular, every company's just been like messing themselves up more and more.
No more fishing.
Legit, my stance on that is don't put in more features than it needs. Have it do the thing it's supposed to do, and that's it. How did I do that for the script? We did it the exact same way I'm saying now. I expanded the Dwarf Fortress script, we updated it. However, the part of the script where we needed to update more migrants if necessary, I didn't put in the same script. I started to. I didn't realize I was gonna risk the integrity of the script for a secondary script that I didn't need it to do. So we just made that be a separate script. It did not need to be part of the same script. It was doing something different. There's no real reason to be doing that. It's insanity. Where am I at, by the way? Right. is nothing. Still have your statue. We built some tables. I'm gonna pause real quick. We have to start planning this out. And I'm gonna do this in planning mode too. Build table planning mode. I'm thinking, because we kind of want them to be able to have a dance hall area. So build table. 6, 7, 8, 9. Share space table. Then we do share. I should have set this material to stone. We're gonna have some issues here in a bit. I feel that coming. And then we do a food pile. Goes from there to there. And I trim it to there. To there. This food pile will be set up to only take drink plants, not plants. Technically prepared food. We'll use this as the new tavern. Now, I believe we're already bringing down some booze. It's good to have more storage. That is what we can have for the secondary, because we had an extra square we weren't using. We can just use this to store everything else, like regular foodstuffs in. Just so we have things rot less. We are gonna need a lot more tables and chairs though for this to work. I'm wondering if I might not have gone overboard on this second row. If I pulled that out, we could have had a lot more. I could have freed up a bit more storage area. But we'll see how this works. Is there a way to restrict which birds get assigned for auto nest box? I don't know. I tried to use that with something else at some point, and I ended up just not using auto nest box at all. So unfortunately, I don't. The birds tend to just do the nests on their own anyways. So if you weren't using it, I would just say restrict which bird has access to which nest box. Birds don't seem to get out of their... This might work for auto nest box, I don't know. But birds don't seem to really leave their activity zone by too much. Like, this door is pet passable. The birds can leave whenever the hell they want. They'll only leave when they're spooked. So I think if you were to create a zone for each bird separately, and that bird can only access a certain nest box, I don't know what that would do for auto nest box, but I think under regular conditions, that should make sure the birds don't go out of their way to go to a nest box. Whether or not auto nest box respects those designations, I don't know. And yes, masterpiece cloth and thread can happen. Anything that the dwarves can make can be masterpiece, unless it is a generic building construction like a block. We need more pots. On behalf of the Meetings Guild, we want to tell you things. What do you want from us? I want steel. Can you give me steel? I don't think so. You're humans, right? I'll say gold, silver, iron, platinum. I'll say that, and I will say I want whips. Oh, do we love the whips? Anything else? Oh, and ammo. Why not? Love the idea of ammo. I don't know. You want crossbows from us and you want windows? 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they want windows. You're insane. But maybe. All right, where's that crafts dwarf? Wood. Large wooden pots. We're gonna make a bunch of these more for food. And I am going to JM create a new order for wooden pot. We're gonna make 10 wooden pots. The condition of the reagents is we have at least 15. The condition of the products is we have less than 15 as well. That is not the right thing. We need to put a trait on this, which is empty. So you're saying we have more than 50, we have less than... Do this if we have less than 15. You're saying we have more than 15 empty pots, we're just not using them. I'm gonna leave this alone as it is for now. I wanna see what happens with these mystical pots.
There's the dwarf throwing a tantrum.
Isn't ham the butt of a pig? So wouldn't fish? Well, ham is not the butt of a pig. Ham is just pig. It's like saying beef is the butt of a cow. Now everyone's dying. Why is everyone dying? Was this another fight? Also, who are we killing? Marky Kong 600. You are dead, good sir. That's what I needed to fix. Dwarf kill command wasn't working. Dwarf kill Marky Kong 600. That is a script that wasn't working last time. I knew there was something. We never did anything to that one's script. Why is that one not working? All right, hold on. I'll just delete this file. I'll leave the same thing. So it's fish legs. So it's more like fish meatloaf. Meatloaf sausage thing. I don't know. Everyone's fighting and dying now. Why? One professed org threw a tantrum, and somehow this led to everyone dying. Fantastic. Well, there goes Mr. Mantium. Mr. Mantium dead. One Professor Org dead. Maz Kitten dead. Who is killing everyone? Like, what is doing this? It just says they're fighting. Who attacked the plant lover? You got killed by a plant lover. And this is all over the entire map. This isn't even like in like the tavern. Everyone inside the base just started fighting each other. Now they're all dying. Cool. That's what I wanted. On the bright side, I did clear out the red numbers, kind of. There goes Zakthos. I don't even know. There's only like, there's barely any combat sounds. They're just all dead. they all got nerve gassed and died. Yeah, we don't have enough caskets now. We definitely don't. Let me do a DBC of the entire map. Why wait for the enemy to attack us when we can just all spontaneously die? I think what happened is one dude threw a tantrum and like they were already in a glitch state from the llama earlier. So one dude got in a tantrum, hit the wrong dude, and that created an internal temporary civil war, and anyone who decided to fight a military dwarf died. I genuinely think that's what happened, is anyone in that brawl that fought a military dwarf died immediately. Because that was Errol, right? Uh-oh, Sirlac is fighting. Where's Sirlac? Oh, yeah, Sirlac's the military guy. Yeah, plant lover. Yeah, Sirlac just killed a bunch of people. As a matter of fact, if we go in here and read, does Sirlac have a bunch of things crediting him with the kills? No credited kills. Sirlac is not a murderer, guys. Don't worry. Let me sort this by his nickname. Do another read. Resort by kills. Suloic killed 3 dwarves. Coca Koala killed 1 dwarf. Eldritch killed 1. Dominic killed 1. That's what happened. There was a big old brawl. This dwarf right here killed everyone. Oh wait, no, he killed humans and elves. I don't know. But there was some weird brawl thing that happened, and anyone who fought a military dwarf was dead. That is what happened. If someone picked the wrong dwarf to mess with, they got it picked through the eye. Quick, what the fuck is going on? Maybe that'll save them. Oh, sand hills with the push-ups. Darn, I died at Great Dwarf Riot. So I better make art of this event. How am I alive? Murder hobo, they died of natural causes. I didn't kill them, they fell on my whatever weapon I'm using. I said I'll survive. Those deaths are recorded as happening in 180, not 81. You're right. So maybe all these people died of natural causes, like bleeding out. You don't have to worry about it. It's all a natural cause. They all bled out spontaneously. 31 for Zakthos. All right, are you sure you want to join in right now? They're still dying. Traitor is dead. I'm gonna pause. Read. Zakthos, you got earlier 31. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Zakthos, you're a shiny rock dwarf. You do gems. Now before Zakthos is dead. You have the skill, but you've not been classed yet. You're a peasant. Zakthos has a slightly extended family, where none of them are important in any way, shape, or form, including his lover. Or her lover. We don't know the gender yet. Though Zakthos only prays to one deity. That is, of course, Asar, a female dwarf associated with luck, gambling, and games. If it's not Zakthos' family, or Zakthos' lover, Zakthos has no friends. Zakthos recently thought, death is all around us. I feel very uneasy. She thought this because she was delighted remembering watching a performance. Zakthos is very slow to tire and very rarely sick, but she is really slow to heal. Zakthos likes phyllite, bismuth bronze, black opal, pear wood, cotton fabric, canaf paper, bucklers, traction benches, and goats for their eating habits. When possible, she prefers to consume rainbow trout, hard wheat beer, and hazelnuts, though she absolutely detests moonstales. She has a deep pull of patience, the ability to focus, and ability to read emotions fairly well, but she has an iffy memory, a little difficulty with words, and a large deficit of willpower. Though she dreams of crafting a masterwork someday, she's likely to die in the next 5 seconds. Someone else also wanted to get dwarfed, and they have rolled the number 14 for Maz Kitten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Maz Kitten, you are a peasant with no noticeable skills to your name. So you do nothing and will be forgotten as soon as you die. Maz Kitten. We're having to do these now because they're probably going to die here in a sec anyways. Maz Kitten. You do have an extended family, including your eldest son, who is inside EPS, or inside PS. Inside the PlayStation is your eldest son. You don't appear to have a spouse. Perhaps they are dead. You have an extended family, none of which are named dwarves, and thus we don't care about, except for Sanctum, who is in fact a cousin of yours. Also amongst your cousins, you'll find Zakthos, Ghostword, and Marky Kong 600. While you do not have a spouse, you do have a lover who is not on the current base, and you only pray to 2 deities. Onol, a male dwarf associated with fire, volcanoes, earth, and mountains, and a Vuz, a female dwarf associated with games, luck, and jewels. Maz Kitten recently thought, I feel so good, due to everyone dying. Actually, because they were drunk. Maz Kitten is slow to tire. Maz Kitten likes Corsite, Rose Gold, Goshenite, Fire Imp, Bone the Color, Rose Taupe, and the Sight of the Flicker of Earth. When possible, she prefers to consume brown bullhead, peach cider, and maize flour, though she absolutely detests lizards. She has a great affinity for language, very good sense of position of her own body, but she has an iffy memory, meager creativity, and a poor ability to manage or understand social relationships. She dreams of mastering a skill someday, though likely she's going to die. Now I'm wondering, I have a question. 3, 3, and 5. If I do a read for the mood, right? Happiness. And I want to sort this the other way. Are these people all in my military? Are my military dwarves my happy ones? 3, 3. Other than these 3, yeah, that's basically our military, the only happy dwarves we have. So yeah, we definitely just from the beginning need to always have everyone in the military no matter what. No matter what, everyone's in the military. Because that seems to be what's saving people from sanity loss. If nothing else. Though there are 3 people here who are slightly happy without needing to care too much. They're not in the military, but they're fine. Sirlac being the happiest at... You gonna tell me your happiness? How happy are you, Sirlac? Sirlac is at... So ecstatic, he's at negative 63,000 stress. And counting. Followed by Hellfire Skyrim. Oh wait, no, that's not sorted correctly. Eldritch is the happiest at negative 93,000. Negative 93.1 thousand stress. Hellfire has negative 91.3 thousand. And Sirlac only has a pitiable amount of negative 63.1 thousand stress. Huzzah. I was about to say, it looks like the happy people aren't going down. That's why I wanted to check it. The happy people aren't going down because they're the murderers. It's kind of hard for your numbers to go down if you're the one doing the killing. The fish lost. Good spatial sense. Can that be a minor? Probably because fish don't exist. What's happening now? Someone's been taken by a fey mood. Is now the time for this? Also, what are we at? We're getting close. All right. Naps. Naps and chocolate. The happiest dwarf alive due to naps and chocolate. The secret to a long life. Oh, that reminds me. I think I talked about this last stream, but I don't know. But it gave me a kick. So I don't know if anyone remembers from a bit ago, say like 5, 10, 15 years, there was a big surge of interest in Eastern medicine. There was all these kooky, we need bags. There were all these kooky, stupid bullshit. Where's our leather worker? Beef thread and the cloth. There were all these cloth bags that'll handle the seeds. There were all these kooky things trying to be like, oh, we have this new thing, it'll makes you healthier, it makes you happier because it's based upon ancient Eastern medicine that we've just now discovered. Because the eldest people in the world are in China and the like. A super Eastern medicine keeps them alive, and don't you wish you too could live by our garbage product, including side thing, a thing called a Kanoko foot pad or something, and that shit was garbage. I had so many issues with that commercial, but ignoring that. So, eldest man alive, or one of the eldest people alive, is a 120-year-old gentleman in China. So for his 120th birthday, they the Chinese government sends out a group, a welcoming party. I don't know what the hell you call it, but to congratulate him on, you know, living that old and, you know, what is the secret to you actually living this old? Dude was dead. Dude had been dead for like over 30, 40 years. His family lied about it or didn't tell anyone he died, and they just kept him in the back room, essentially mummifying in the dryness so that they could keep collecting his pension. So for this, they committed fraud. They collected this dude's pension for 30 years. But I guess it was essentially so believable that for a while, we were getting these garbage items, these stupid buy this for ancient Eastern wisdom of health. When the secret to long health is to just, you know, never admit you're dead. As long as you don't admit you're dead, apparently, you live super long. And how did you guys not know that that was the secret? I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny. We just follow the door. It's always time for a mood. Oh, wow. Seems legit. But yeah, no, in particular, the one that I always remember that made me angry. Where's the dude who has the mood? I need to track him. There you are. Was this thing called a Kanoko foot pad. And the thing was, this scared. Get it out, he just wanted to run laps. Ooh. He claimed the Metalsmith Forge? Very nice. And now he's stopped. No longer very nice. Metal bars, cut, just always cut gems. It's always a fucking cut gems. What is this? Clear zircons. Yeah, we want clear. I've learned anything from most books about magic. If you have gems, clear gems are somehow more magic. Clear gems are better. But the idea being, in their commercial, this is how they said it. That your body is like a tree. And like a tree, you take things in from the air and you put it out through your roots. So if you put this pad on your foot, it will absorb the bad metals and chemicals in you into the pad. You throw the pad away every day. You put a new pad on your foot and it absorbs the impurities from your body. I realize at this point I'm essentially arguing a fucking stupid bullshit product that I don't even think is even around anymore. But let's argue this in steps. One, you are not a tree. You're not a tree. You are a primate. You do not take things from the air and put it out through your feet. Insanity. One. Two, trees don't take things from the air and put them out through their roots. Trees absorb nutrients through their roots and water, and they evaporate it through the leaves. They take in light through chlorophyll. They don't take in sunlight and expunge sunlight through their roots. It was such a stupid commercial. It drove me bonkers. I hated that commercial. It was like Kanoko foot pad or something. It was the stupidest bullshit. Can't die if you're already dead. How to live long, just don't die. I've had funeral plans all set for him, so if anyone ever investigated. Yeah, right? Come on, gold warhammer. Speaking of aetheryte crystals, when are we gonna go ocean fishing in 14? I don't know. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So I've not lost hope in 14. I admit the last time that I streamed 14, we ended on a dour note where I learned that they had nerfed crafting. I admit that. I have not completely lost hope in 14. I will be going back to that at some point when my schedule essentially allows. My plan being that when spring semester would happen, Chulu is dead. When spring semester would happen and I go full tilt into maybe streaming almost essentially every day. There'll be a few days where I'm not streaming just so I could more attention to editing and stuff like that. But during that, I'll probably do at least one day every week to Final Fantasy 14 or an RPG or an MMO, something like that. However, so that's to salve your emotions. However, you guys did show me burning volcano of life. Volcano of life. Ashes of creation. You guys did show me Ashes of Creation, and particularly what I saw of its crafting system. I am wanting for that game to come out. That is looking amazing. If their crafting system works half the way they're claiming it does. All right, hold on. Let me kill off T'Chulu now. Long may his soul rest below the mountain home. They still exist? No. Kanoki foot pads. Whatever, I was close. This is the stupidest crap. Promote sleeping. Beautify foot. I think actually, no. I don't think this is the same thing. Like, I think it's the same thing, but I don't think it's the same thing. The reason why I don't think it's the same thing is I really just think this is a rebrand, because this doesn't talk about the trees. But I think the original one was like Kanoko footpad, maybe. But it does say as seen on TV. Just this box doesn't talk about the fucking tree. The tree drove me bonkers. Oh yeah, look at that. It shows the part of your foot that if you drain the toxin out of that part of your toe, it helps another part of your body. If you drain the toxin out of your right toenail, your eyes will be healthier. There you go. Toxins in your right toenail make your eyes unhealthy. We learned it here, folks. That shit is such garbage. But the actual TV commercials battling about trees and crap. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, oh, this doctor, he knows all about it. It's like, that doctor is lying. That doctor should lose his license if he thinks he's being truthful. And a crazy aunt. They rebranded because they figured out how trees work. Also, the game Oxygen Not Included is really fun. Yes, Oxygen Not Included is a very, very fun game. I think everyone knows Oxygen Not Included is a vertical slice, we'll say Dwarf Fortress style, whereas RimWorld is a horizontal slice, Dwarf Fortress style. Did I already kill T'Chulu? Because T'Chulu's dead now. Were you the one I killed a second ago, T'Chulu? Yes. All right, good. Reflexology, Kappa. But like, so here's the thing. The pins in Reflexology, I can genuinely believe that it has some, not all of it, some root in fact. There's one part of it that's actually true, and then the rest of it I think is complete horseshit. But there is a part of it that is true. So I think somewhere some doctor started to find something and then he just made up shit along the way. If I put a needle in a nerve, then it could prevent shit down the nerve sending up a pain signal or something. And your muscles, if they experience pain, they tighten. The tighten could cause more pain. You could be stuck in a loop. So some aspects of reflexology, like a needle in the arm to fix a pain down here, particularly if it's muscle-based or something like that, I can understand. I'm not gonna argue that. Fine. The details, perhaps they're a bit off on the details, whatever. That part, okay. Putting a needle in my cheek, though, does not affect the nerve to my arm. Literally, for like the only parts that I think are genuine are the needles that are closer, but on the same nerve branch. So if it's down the back, sure, maybe. But then you like see some of these things like, I got like 15 needles in my head or a needle under my fucking toenail to fix my left elbow. Oh my God. No. But that one I could see having a core of a right idea. We use similar things with TENS units and the like. Basically, except instead of a needle, they shock the shit out of your nerves to get them to loosen up. Hell, massages are kind of the same thing. Where you have to remember, you need movement and shit for your veins to get blood and crap through. So if you leave a rather sedentary lifestyle or you're not moving too much, then yeah, you know, massages could help. You're applying pressure. It's the same thing as a pressure wrap. So that stuff makes sense. Where you go from the massage people who start snapping your neck and shit, it's like, stop. You just cause blood clots, you kill people. Also, Estrelaron, the Dire Builder, has created Zathud Nagobul, a bronze breastplate. He claims as an heirloom in the name of the family. An artifact breastplate. It might only be bronze, but an artifact breastplate is not bad. Zathud Nagobul, the Judge of Columnus, a bronze breastplate. We lost our dude again, didn't we? Hold on. Worth 82,200 dwarf bucks. This is a bronze breastplate. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with emerald cut clear zircons and encircled with bands of marquee cut clear zircons and paradise nut wood. The object menaces with spikes of cave spider silk and monitor lizard bone. On the item is an image of dwarves and bronze. On the item is an image of a shining sun and cave spider silk. On the item is an image of a marquee cut gem and giant brown recluse spider silk. Where do we get all this giant brown recluse spider silk? Acupuncture. Like, acupuncture, like I said, up to down makes sense, but they always try to do it down to up, and it's like, no, that's literally garbage. Some parts of it, the one thing that makes sense for down to up is if they give you an orthotic to correct your posture. You can mess up anything related to your spine and therefore radially your arms or anything if you have an incorrect posture. Mess up your legs, you mess up your hip. Mess up the hip, you mess up the spine. If you've offset the spine a bit, you can start like making certain things tighter than they need to be on the side the spine's not leaning towards. That makes sense. But that's like posture based, not shove a needle through my fucking toenail. That doesn't make any sense. That's why the dude from Hellraiser was so chill. Yeah, he felt no pain. Oh no, you mentioned needle under toenail. What came to mind was that video of the guy putting a piece of wood under his nail, and yeah, you know, I thought the same thing as soon as I said it too. That's why like I cringed a bit as I was remembering that horrible video. I don't know why that man did what he did to himself, but maybe he deserved it. Not a gold warhammer, rip. One of my wife's friends, the massage therapist, go to her house and she beats the hell out of my back when chattering with wife. Yeah, like that stuff, that makes sense. Like, because you have to remember, like, you have blood, but like a lot of your flesh isn't in blood vessels. That's why if you get necrotizing fasciitis, it can be a pain / impossible for it to cure. Like a lot of the shit that you cure is good when it's internal, but like if, like you've seen, you know, we've seen things in movies or you've seen actual videos. If someone's like stomach rips open, their organs just pop out. Like they're all just sitting in there. They're not together. There's like gaps and shit between them. There is an outer sheath. There is stuff that does not quite get as much blood as other things that are not necessary. So yeah, massages can work. Literally, you can squeeze out and help with, what's the term for blood flow besides blood flow? There's another term for it. But yeah, that can help that shit. So an occasional massage, yeah, I can see that making sense. Do I think it's gonna fucking fix everything? No. But a good massage can like, oh, you know, I feel better. Well, of course you do. You essentially have increased blood flow, increased circulation. Why some areas that probably weren't getting much oxygen, if you squeeze stuff out and you let go, it's gonna refill with like oxygenated blood. Of course you feel better. You squeezed it. A sponge looks better when you squeeze the fucking dirty soapy water out of it, and afterwards you let it go with water. It looks like a clean sponge again. That makes perfect sense to me. Hello, Alapega. Yeah, so the whole emote system is broke right now. If you just do a regular Kappa emote, it shows as gold to you, but it shows as regular to everyone else. In exchange for this, Nobody's emotes work at all unless they're Twitch. So if you do an emote from any other channel, any just not basic generic Twitch thing, it won't work. So there you go. Yeah, like there's good things for it. I'm not like massage. I understand and believe. Yeah, sure, makes sense to me. You see some of these commercials and you're just like, no, massage, sure. The neck snap people. I don't know why I can't remember their name right now. No. If someone comes up, grabs my head, I'm stabbing them. If someone grabs my head and they're like, just relax, before or after they stab me, it says, oh my God, I'm shanking you. I'm shanking you with self-defense. So many times the neck snapping people have caused fucking embolisms and clots to kill people. I will genuinely treat that as an attempt on my life. If someone comes up behind me and snaps my neck, I'm going to stab you. I'm going to for the next 10 minutes claim self-defense and stab you until you are dry. I'm gonna bleed your ass out if you come up behind me and snap my neck. I already have neck issues. I don't need someone coming up behind me and trying to kill me. Of course you feel better, you squeezed it. Hello, Alapega, how you doing? I also typed the emote checks. I couldn't see it on my emote list. Chops them off. Chiropractors? Yeah, no. Like, so there are some, again, it's like the acupuncture thing. Like, there's a root in there that kind of makes sense. But it's such a small amount that they had to expand it into like an actual medical field. And there's not enough there for there to be a medical field. There really isn't. Don't go cracking people. Like some of the ones where they're like, all right, no, hold your right leg up and we're gonna squeeze it, like maybe like pop your hip or something. That can make sense. That I can understand. Again, that's going back to you're like setting a joint or something, essentially. A joint can be out without being completely out. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be not seated completely correctly, particularly after years and years of damage. So, you know, like a pop, if you're like getting something out to seat it back in correctly, if maybe there's something that's gone between the two bone bits, like if there's not enough fluid in there or whatever. So like, yeah, maybe you can reseat it correctly, so that can help. Sure. You should never touch the neck. I'm gonna keep coming back to the neck. I don't know why that's ever a thing. They should all know that the neck kills people. Don't do that. Don't do that forced neck popping thing that literally kills people. You're rolling a D20 every time you pop someone's neck like that. And on a nat 1, they die. If you explain it that way, like, hey, I can pop your neck. 95% of the time, it'll make you feel better for 3 days. 5% of the time, you'll be dead in 2 hours. Want me to pop your neck? Huh? Let me give your neck a little pop. No, get the fuck away from me, you murderer. Yeah, there's so many dwarves in that room because most chiropractors are obsessed with the neck. That's what I'm saying. They're always obsessed. Like, leave the neck alone. Stop it. Anything involving the nervous system, no touchy. Is it just the dogs this time? I think it's just the dogs this time. That's fine. Looks like most of the combat and shit from earlier is good. Question though, if we go to happiness and do a read, who are the angry people now? Grogrin, Sanctum, and Edom. Edom is depressed and is going to be leaving. Keycrossed is depressed. Hopefully he just dies. That leaves Sanctum and Grogrin as our two miserables. The unhappies we can probably work with. Maybe. What I will do is I will put... Oh, we actually lost the commander? They took him out? Oh, Ghostword's already in the military. He's sad and he's in the military? Guess we just didn't get him in early enough. What if we get Grogrin in? And who is the other sad person? Sanctum. What if we get Sanctum in? Like, maybe we can fix him after the fact? We'll see if this gives them happy thoughts and makes them be better. Please pop my neck. I just re-upped. Rather have. I was complaining about calf pain. He says to my spine, if I get a hitch in my shoulder, I'm gonna go to the chiro. Spinal issues can cause joint and misalignments in the leg due to favoring. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a medical thing there. I don't want to say like the whole thing is like complete. It's not made up. There's a medical thing there. There is. There's a root that makes sense. But then you have like 90 billion people, which is clearly not an exaggeration at all. You have a rather large amount of people that like are in this field. I'm using air quotes there because I don't think like it's not as regulated as doctors. It's a semi-medical field that's not regulated. So I'm gonna give it air quotes, even though I do believe it's got a scientific core. But you have these people barely regulated, half a clue what they're doing shit they should not be doing. Aspirin's good for you. Aspirin can get rid of pain. Aspirin can prevent a heart attack. If some random dude comes up to you and says, here, take 30 aspirin, this will help you. No, just because the root of the idea of aspirin is correct does not mean that aspirin is what you should take, particularly if you're not taking it right. And unfortunately, the field of acupuncture, the field of chiropractic, chiroplasty, chiroptery. I don't know what that field would be called. They're not done well. What is happening here? This was supposed to be a food stockpile. No, it wasn't. What the hell am I? Oh, I see what's going on now. Wait. Oh, we got the things in. I see now. But the funny thing is more people have faith in chiropractors and acupuncture than I think a lot of them have faith in massages. But in my opinion, the massage is actually the more regulated and more well understood principle. God damn it. Stop dying. Notice how everyone just died in that one area? Just want to draw everyone's attention to the fact that 9 people just died in the blink of an eye. Oh look, the red dude's gone. Huzzah. I'm gonna go back to making caskets. We've lost so many important classes. I don't even want to know what we're missing right now. I really kind of don't. I'll try chiro again in a few months because I get 2 free sessions with my current insurance. So does it have to be a chiropractor or can it be a physical? Or are you saying that you had an issue with your whatever? Physical therapist, that's what I'm trying to think of. Are you out of booze? No, plenty of booze. Massage is regulated on a state level. I'm in France, no worries for me. Need to make more alcohol, food perhaps? No, it is not a food issue. I'm already doing physical therapy. More people fighting. What it is we're having a civil war. We're having a non-loyalty cascade because my bases always have a civil war for some reason. The only issue is we've actually trained a military from the beginning, so they're winning. They're gonna win this civil war. It is not doing well, and I feel like my physical therapist has no clue what I have. I mean, I don't know your situation, and I'm willing to bet, though, that he doesn't. Just as a thing. I landed, when I was in the military, I fell off a tall truck and landed on my back. Like 12 feet up. Like on top of a vehicle called an ECS. Fell off. Whoom. Enough to knock the air out of you, enough to basically probably want to make you to, check for, brain injury and the shit, but it's the military, so they're like, no. But I had a helmet on, no proper brain damage, but you have a helmet and you have your body. And if your head stops moving before your body does, you're gonna hear a thunk. You're gonna hear a thunk in your neck. So I went to a physical therapist after I got out. Basically told me exercises to do, and the exercises mitigate, we'll say, any pains that arise. And it's enough of the exercise to prevent me from going full-blown migraines. Like literally, as far as I'm aware, this is what it feels like. My head is no longer on the way it should be. I swear to God, I feel like my whole skull is down like a centimeter from where it needs to be, and it just crunched in. But ignoring that, they did the test. They checked for neck damage. They checked for this. He tried this, and even he's like, look, I you have this, and this, but none of this is anything I like we can work off of. Essentially, like whatever your symptoms are, if they don't have, we'll say, certain markers, then he had a term for it. But basically, it's you have this, but this could mean everything, so we're not going to use it to mean anything. But I see I've hit my time for the archive, that is. Don't leave. If you are watching on the YouTube archive, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time.